Oh, we are back with another NBA 2K26 video, and in today's video, I'm going to give you guys my 6'11" center build. I actually have two different ways you can make this build in today's video, and I'm really putting you guys onto the best center build, so go down there, drop a like, drop a sub, turn those notifications on for me. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get right into our first center build. We are not wasting any time today. All right, so we are in here in the builder, and I actually have two versions of these 6'11" centers for you guys. I have one that has a 91 strength for gold brick wall, max +2 to legend, and I have this one right here with 83 strength, giving us silver brick wall, which you can max +2 to Hall of Fame. This one has the advantage of more speed. I'll talk about it as we go through it, but I do have two options for you guys in today's video. This first one we're going to go over is going to be the faster 6'11" with the 76 speed. So we do go 6'11", 231 with a 7'5" wingspan. Getting into the stats though, we do end up going with a 75 close shot. Let me pop the badges up here for you guys. We're going to go ahead and upgrade a 75 close shot. I'm not taking a lot of close shots anyways. Anything in the paint, I'm just going to try to standing dunk, which brings me down to my standing dunk going all the way up to a 90 rating. The 90 on the standing dunks this year is very good. I'm really liking it on my center builds. And then I am going to go ahead and come up to a 73 driving dunk. My post control is going to end up staying pretty low right here at a 50, and then my driving layup is also going to be low. What we can do what we need to do as a center in the paint. We get the standing dunks, and the rest of this build is going to make up for maybe the lower layup and post control. This is not a post control center, so if that's what you clicked on the video for, I apologize, but that is not what we were getting today. We are also able to shoot on this build. Now, I'm going to give you guys the sauce right now. 78 three-pointer, max +2 your set shot to Hall of Fame. You don't need to invest anything else on your shooting as a center. This will get you right. Get one max +2 every season right away. Put it on set shot specialist. If you guys already have permanent max +2s, get that on set shot specialist. Put it on Hall of Fame. You will be shooting extremely consistently. Now, I did make these builds able to have, they're good right off the bat, but they're also good for cap breakers, so you can use them all year long. And if you end up with a bunch of cap breakers at the end of the year, you will have a spot on these builds to put them all. Pass accuracy 88. I left this at 88 so that we have the option to go up to a 93 for Hall of Fame break starter and Hall of Fame dimer. We don't get the Hall of Fame versatile visionary, but we will get bailout up to silver. You can max +1 break starter and max +1 dimer. The max +1s are pretty easy to come by this year, so that is definitely a great option right there. Now, interior defense, we are going to go all the way up to an 82. We're 6'11" with max wingspan, so this rating is going to help us. I mean, having our wingspan and being so tall, we are going to get a lot of stops in the paint just playing good defense. A lot of the stuff in NBA 2K26, if you guys did not know already, is just position based. If you're in a good spot, you don't necessarily need a super high rating, if that makes sense. This 82 interior, trust me, is going to be fine getting stops in the paint. Then we're going to go up to a 72 perimeter. That is a big benefit of making a 6'11" over like a 7-footer or a 7'1". We're faster. We get better perimeter. We can get more stops we can pick up guards. We can get more stops on the perimeter. Obviously, perimeter defense, you're going to get more stops out there. Steal up to a 60 just for the bronze interceptor. I think interceptor is pretty good this year if you can time it right, if you're in the right spot. And speed obviously plays a lot into that if you guys have watched any of my lockdown videos. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the 60 steal. And then for block, I'm going all the way up to an 84. Block feels more important than anything else in getting stops in the perimeter and paint to me. Honestly, I've played a lot of defensive possessions this year, and being able to have the high block rating gives you better contest in the perimeter, gives you better contest in the paint, and you're even going to send some of those shots back. And once we put our vertical up here, we will get that high flying denier as well. So let's go ahead and swing over there, and then I'm going to put my vertical all the way up to an 88. That's another benefit of going with the lower strength on this build. We can get legend pogo stick, and it's also going to help us get us that silver high flying denier, gold rise up, bronze posterizer, everything like that. But that legend pogo stick is what we're really going for on this build. And then the strength, like I said, we're going all the way up to an 83. Going to max our agility, max our speed. Actually, we're going to go one tick down on our agility. Defensive rebound is going to come all the way up to a 94 so that we can put that to a 99 for legend rebound chaser and legend box out beast. We are not getting horsed on this build. We are snagging a ton of rebounds. Vertical plays into these rebounds so much this year, and having it at an 88 is going to win us a lot of those battles in the paint. And then offensive rebound is going to end up coming all the way up to an 85 rating. And this is what we are rocking with for our first 6'11" build. I'm going to throw the last couple attributes here on free throw. I'm really liking it. You have option to put 5 cap breakers on pass act. You could put cap breakers over on your rebound. You could put cap breakers on your standing dunk to get that to a 95 and have Hall of Fame rise up. There's a lot of room for cap breakers, a lot of options for stuff to do. You could even go up to the 88 block for high flying denier if you had 4 left at the end of the year. Get that up to gold. What I'm saying is this build will be good all year long. plenty of places to put stuff, and you really just won't have a bad build no matter how many cap breakers you end up unlocking. We are a rim running glass visionary. Our weaknesses: lacks post scoring ability. Like I said, this is not a post scorer, and consistent at missing chip shots. Anything in the paint, we are standing dunking that. The 90 standing dunk is going to get us right. That is for our first version of the build. Let's get to the other version where we get a 91 strength. All right, and for our second version of the 6'11", we are going to go 6'11", 247 with a 7'5" wingspan. Now, this one is quite a bit different, I'm not going to lie. So we are going to go ahead and upgrade our driving dunk all the way up to an 87 off rip here. And then the standing dunk, again, is going to be 90 on this one. The 90 standing dunk, like I said, I'm really liking it on my 7-footer. I'm liking it on my Giannis build. Just feels really, really good. And this driving dunk on a taller build is going to give you huge green windows. I have a 6'11 Giannis build. If you guys want to go check that out, feel free to go look at how that build plays. But these taller builds get massive green windows on their driving dunks. It honestly feels really, really good. Feels way better than the shorter builds, in my opinion. But again, we're going to go up to that 78 3-point rating. I think it's a sweet spot for these centers this year. And then max +2, that set shot all the way up to Hall of Fame. Get your hot zones, get your lethal zones. You will not be missing on a build like this. And then once again, this one's a little bit similar in the fact we are also going to go the 88 pass accuracy. That again can go to a 93 for break starter, dimer, versatile, stays at gold, but then we can also get bailout upgraded. Interior on this one is going to be a little bit lower, 74. Again, I don't think it makes a gigantic difference. If you guys wanted to go 74 on the other one and upgrade something else a little bit, I don't think it's going to be a huge change between 82 and 74, just because we are still 6'11", max wingspan. This one has a little bit more weight to push people around with the strength rating, but if you guys want to mess around with 80 or 74 to 82 interior, I don't think it's going to make a big difference. 84 block, again, though, I still think that paint patroller is a very important badge. You could max +2 that and put it on Hall of Fame. I think you get a lot of stops in the paint with that. Steal, again, going to be a 60. That interceptor, very important, talked about it in the first build. And then a 72 perimeter on this one as well to get us the silver immovable enforcer, as well as the bronze challenger once we put our speed, agility, and strength and stuff up over here. So let's just go ahead and max that out, not even mess around with it. The strength, though, I am going to go ahead and leave it at 86. Leaves room for cap breakers. You can put 5 on there to get it all the way up to a 91. As you can see, the max potential is 91. Vertical on this one, though, we are only going to go in 83 because we can't even unlock an 88. Still get Hall of Fame pogo stick. Still a very solid option. Honestly, between these two builds, I would personally think I am leaning towards the first one. A lot of people are just saying that strength isn't all that important. It really doesn't matter because they brought box out beast into the rebounding category this year instead of strength. Obviously, if you want to set good screens, strength makes that brick wall really matter. Like you can definitely feel the difference with strength in the brick wall badge. But when it comes to rebounding, I just don't, like myself included, don't think a lot of strength matters on rebounding as long as you have the 83. I don't think you're going to be tossed out of the way all that much. And then we are going to come up to an 84 offensive rebound here. I would not recommend going super low on the offensive rebound, even though we'll have the legend rebound chaser, legend box out beast with the 5 cap breakers. I'm going to lower the agility and go to an 85 offensive rebound. I feel like there's a threshold here at 85. It just feels like you get way better animations at 85. I definitely could just be thinking that. It definitely could be in my head. But I think that having the 85 rating gets you a lot more offensive rebounds than getting an 80 rating. That's just my personal opinion. Feel free to change these up. I say in all my videos, use these as templates. If you guys are looking to make a 6'11 center, feel free to change these up any way that you want to. Make it fit your play style, anything that you want. But this is going to be my lower or my higher strength 6'11 center template. Still have the 5 cap breaker option for pass act. Like I said, you have the 5 cap breaker option for rebound. You have the 5 cap breaker option for strength. You still have the option for standing dunk. You could even put 2 to get driving dunk for your next set of driving contact dunks. There's just a lot of options, a lot of openness. You can use max +1s and 2s in a lot of different places, like on these passing badges. You could use it on your brick wall. You could, there's just so many different options with these builds. Again, use it as a template, make it fit your play style. This is what I went ahead and went with, and I think we get a pretty cool name with this one, the shades of Jokic, Embiid, and Sabonis. Glass Visionary Power Dunker. I'm really liking the name on that one, I'm not going to lie. But that is going to be our second 6'11 center build. Let me know what you guys like better down in the comments. If you guys stuck around all the way to the end, I really appreciate you watching all the way through. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment on your way out, and I will catch you in the next one.